Welcome to the Beacon House Podcast, recorded live in Knoxville, Tennessee.
So imagine for me, if you will, you just gotten off a long day of work and you're at a bar enjoying a drink with friends. And then you hear someone in the background yell, "Cut!" And then you realize that you've been Gary Oldman the entire time. And that's how good of an actor he is.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot. You're starting out with a lot there.
I'm just saying, Gary Oldman's amazing.
That's
I agree.
The most specific existential problem.
Can you imagine, though? Can you imagine just everything like blinks and you're like, oh, holy shit, I'm Gary Oldman. I've been
The
playing
whole
an character.
time.
I've been playing a character for 30 years.
It's the being John Malkovich, except it's being Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Imagine Gary Oldman playing John Malkovich.
I feel like I've been Tinker Tailored.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Don't
You wake up and
stop
realize
thinking about
that
it.
you are Gary Oldman playing John Malkovich.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
I gotta go, guys.
Soylent Green is people. Casey,
Obey.
tell. Okay. Well, anyway, happy Halloween, everybody from Beacon House. We've got two very special guests today. We have not only the proprietor of Central Depot, where you've seen and met with us many times, Mr. Will Bolduc is back. He's returning. And then he has a special, this is kind of like the same thing. Through you, we have another special guest who's appearing at your place soon. In fact, Halloween night. Another Beacon House regular, Mr. Brandon Hudson is here. Come on, what's up?
Hello.
Okay, good.
Hello.
That's very good.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Also, real quick, everybody just for a second, just a moment of silence. Isn't it wonderful when you don't hear diabetes in the room?
Look.
It doesn't smell as bad in here as it
I know,
used
there's
to.
no gas
Yeah.
leak.
Oh my
It's
God.
nice.
Hunter, I'm sorry, but I'm not. But I am, but I'm not.
I am too. Hunter's not here today. And in fact, he was so upset when he found out who was going to be on. We're like, yeah, it's going to be Will and Brandon. He was like, seriously? And I was like, I mean, you can still come. And he was like, I can't. I can't.
He was like, guys, I'm not going to be able to be there for the Halloween episode. And we were like, that's okay, upgrade. Anyway,
Oh, wow.
I'm in a band with him. I can say that. Come on. So, Hunter, we love you, but
Oh, I made,
Christ.
first of all, went to.
We just every one of us checked our phones just now, except for you. Are you broken?
No, I put silence on.
Oh, okay.
I didn't because I have manners.
Boom. So
So
I made a
odd.
joke the other night. I made a joke that got Hunter to laugh just like the anti-vaxxer joke did.
All right.
We're around his friends from church. We had just been to their Wednesday night service or Bible study service.
Wild night.
All went to Applebee's. Even
Wild
more
night on the town.
You guys
Halftime-
fucking party, bro.
half price appetizers.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're talking about, I can't remember why it came up, but I made a joke talking about Libby and Hunter being disabled. And I was like, no, like Libby is such a sweetheart. She's such a caring person. If she wants to marry a little disabled boy, that more power to her. And what I didn't realize is the rest of the table hadn't really met me yet. And so Hunter's dying laughing, and so is Libby and Savannah, and everyone else is just staring at me. And they're like, oh my God. And I went, and they're like, no, that was hilarious, but we just...
They're like, Libby's new
you
friend
said
doesn't
it-
like Hunter.
You said it in public. And I was like, yeah, it's in public.
This
Why
was
not?
with his like a church group.
Yeah.
Which cult is he in?
Huh?
Which group?
It's his brother's church.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is his name like Steve?
Adam?
He's the messenger.
Adam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's the
Is it-
okay.
wait,
And
what
then
are-
Hunter's name is Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he actually has a church.
Yeah. It's over in Oak Ridge called Freedom Hope.
That's for sure or like a cult.
yeah,
right.
It's just a church.
Yeah, it's just a guy that started a church.
Yeah. You can do that.
Right on.
You can actually turn Central Depot into a church.
I just did.
About beer.
Done.
Shit. Well, then we'd like to
You'll
recommend.
You'll get your rent cut in half.
Not for profit.
We'd like to recommend everybody come to the new church at Central Depot on Halloween night. Tell them what's going on, Will.
Hey, that's this Saturday. We're having a party. You can wear costumes or just a mask because it's mandated. You have to wear a mask. And man, we got live music from Brandon Hudson.
Brandon,
Yours
what's going on?
truly.
That's right. So if you don't have Halloween plans yet, or if you do, cancel them and come
Yeah.
to Central Depot and
He'll
do
be
the,
playing for like 3 hours, I think. 8 to
do the
11.
right thing and come see our friends. They're doing it. Yeah, come. So talk about leading up to this and how. Of course, we've been this entire month for us has kind of been like, is there going to be celebration? Is there
Right.
not going to be celebration? What's going on? COVID, blah, blah, blah. First, we had Dustin from Frightworks on. He was awesome. And they found a way to make Frightworks safe, and they failed to just lay down and roll over under the pandemic, but still keep people safe. And then you guys have also, I know leading up to this show, what are we going to do? And we'll cut to this. Brandon, you had like a surgery on your foot, ankle. Yeah. And I didn't even know you were like up and walking around. Will texted me and he goes, "Hey, Brandon's playing on Halloween." I was like, and I literally went, "Is Brandon walking?"
And I had no idea that anything was wrong with you. So I was like, "What? I guess I don't know what's going on."
Yeah, Brandon broke his badass bone.
I did.
Is this going to be your first gig in 2020?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a first one.
No, certainly. I mean, through March, you had to have played.
Were you doing gigs in the early part of the year?
Actually, the last gig I played was Central Depot on New Year's.
New Year's.
Holy
yeah, bringing it back, man.
Shit.
That's the last one.
We're coming full circle.
I like it.
Oh, wow, dude. Yeah, I was at a wedding like a week ago, and they had a band at the wedding, and we were all like, this is the first live show we've seen this year. What? What the hell is going on?
It's upsetting.
I had 2 Stacked Actor gigs get canceled because of COVID.
Holy crap.
So they got pushed, actually, and then they just shut down the schedule.
Jesus Christ. So trying to get back. I know that there's as of this recording, numbers are still going up, but deaths don't seem to be.
Nah.
Well, it seems like it's still
just shake your head and say nah, and then
isn't
it's fine.
0.8 still. So the biggest age group that's getting it is 18 to 40. And we know why, because fucking UT.
Right.
But still, the number of deaths amongst that age range are super low. Not that it's okay for them to just be piling up like that, but apparently a lot of the new cases are. I don't fucking know. Why am I even
Are not as violent.
Are you trying to justify?
I'm telling everybody it's safe to go to Central Depot.
It is
on Halloween.
Totally safe. The virus, it's gone. Everyone,
it's gone,
everyone.
And we all know it leaves at 11 o'clock. Talk to us about that.
It does. I don't want to. So here's why I don't want to. Because the last time I was on this podcast, I was like.
It was awesome.
Within 24 hours, I was going to jump off a fucking bridge.
It was awesome.
What I mean? Like, I just found out about the shutdown. I was for sure going out of business. I was trying to, work through all that mentally. And then you're like, "Hey, do you want to talk about it?" And I'm like, "Yes."
We started off and said, "So what's it like running a business?" And you went, "Oh, it's fucking fine, man."
So, I mean, without stating anything obvious, it's been completely impossible to navigate this climate being a business owner, trying to stick to the rules as they change. So, roll with the punches. It's been stupid. So when you ask how the 11 o'clock shutdown's going, it's fucking fine, man. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing it.
Oh, dude.
We are, and 3 other bars downtown are, and then everybody else is just ignoring it.
Have you thought about just don't?
Yeah.
Don't do it. Just at 11 o'clock, be like, "Oops, my doors are still unlocked," and "Oops, people can still buy beer."
Yeah, I don't want to.
And then every time someone comes in, like a cop, and they go, "Hey, it's 11 o'clock," go, "Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, guys, last call." And then when he leaves, goes, "Who wants another round?"
Yeah. I don't hate that idea, and I'm not...
Hey.
I'm not too big for that. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to be checking Central Depot.
NWA said it best. Fuck the police.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, but we can't. Yeah, but we're not. We can't trick a local business owner. They're saying it on the podcast. So
I was like, "You're really setting me up for failure here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I can't be like, "Yeah, for sure. I'll just ignore the government mandates laid out by our city and open."
Ice Cube would.
I'm so much
And then he would
different
go
than Ice
make
Cube.
another Are We There Yet movie. Are We There Yet 3? Have we arrived? Question mark.
That reference missed me completely.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You went. I am so much different than.
I mean,
Ice Cube."
I had to look down and I was like, "Fuck! Did I just wake up as Ice Cube?"
So, Mr. Brandon Hudson, talk to us about how your year has been. We haven't talked to you on here in a minute.
My year has been shit.
You've had some ups and downs. You had the freaking surgery, and you're coming back from it now, and bouncing back like a fucking champ. You were doing jiu-jitsu this morning.
Yeah. I got together with my brother this morning, and we went through some moves. Not so much an open roll or anything. Nothing vigorous. But we did get in some time together, so it's the first time I've been on the mat since June because I broke the leg in July.
And what was it? Was it tough?
Oh God, dude, it was fucking awful. Oh, it's terrible. Well, I mean, and you've had your car accident, right?
I've had a bunch of car accidents. I've had tons of surgeries. I've had major joint replacement, but I never did jiu-jitsu afterwards. I usually just sat around and drank a lot of coffee,
Dude, I sat on my ass for almost 3 months. I mean, it drove me nuts. And then as soon as I was able to get out of the boot and put down the crutch, I'm gone.
Yeah.
So I still can't do... Like I can't lift anything heavy, and I have no mobility in my ankle whatsoever. But
you were. I know you told me you were doing some therapy and shit.
yeah. They started me in therapy 5 weeks ago.
When you've had surgery and you go to see a physical therapist, it's like they're trying to kill you.
Oh yeah, they're sadistic motherfuckers, man.
Let me ask you.
They're
like,
after
does this
your
hurt?
ass.
Oh, I'm sorry, and they tweak it just a little past where you're about to pass out. So.
It's like they know what will hurt you the worst, and they just make you do it 5 times in a row.
Now let me ask you this: breaking your foot,
yeah.
awful situation. How did the other guy look? That's clearly the only way I can think of you breaking your foot is you had to put it in someone's ass.
I wish that were the case.
You always wish that was the case.
I really do, dude. It's so fucking embarrassing.
Tell us
awful.
Tell us how it happened.
So I was at work.
You know, if Brandon shares this story, you all have to come see him play at Central Depot on Halloween night. This is very personal to him.
I love you, but
Fact.
Think of what
I don't think I'll be there.
Think of what him and Will.
turd.
Think of what him and Will have gone through this year. Now go ahead.
Okay, so I'm at work and I'm opening up a gate. It's chain link fence, and there are fucking hornets inside the chain link fence.
Already, my leg is breaking as you tell the story.
So
A hornet broke your leg?
a hornet drop kicked me right in the fibula, and it snapped. So I'm at work. I open up this gate, and as I'm pulling this pole out of the ground to open the gate, hornets fly out. So immediately I'm like, oh, fuck this, dude. Like I'm on the run. So I'm sidestepping to get away from them, but I'm in loose gravel. And then one of these little bastards nails me on my left leg. So I bring my leg up mid-stride to swat it away. And I was in loose gravel. So when I put my foot back down, I slid in the first base with my left leg, but collapsed on top of the right leg. Oh. And my big toe touched my fucking calf muscle. It spun my foot all the way around.
I'm
and
trying
it's
not
like,
to laugh, but what a shitty couple minutes, man.
dude, it was fucking awful. And then I had to army crawl back to my work truck. So
After that first hornet sting, you're like, this can't get any worse.
oh yeah, because I'm like, oh shit, you son of a bitch, and then snap. So it was fucking awful. So then, like, my boss has to come get me, and he takes me to the hospital. And the whole way there, he hits every fucking pothole in the road.
Of course.
So I'm just cussing him. And then when I finally get there, I'm going into processing, and this precious little old lady puts me in a wheelchair. Honey, we're going to take care of you now. And she brings me through and wheels me up to the lady's desk. But on the way there, she slams me into the door jamb about 3 or 4 times trying to get me through the
Jesus,
fucking door.
man.
And I was, yeah, so...
I'm
pretty bad.
so glad that happened to you.
Holy shit, that's
Just
bad.
throw it. What is this? Is this
Everybody-
going that thing?
Microphone.
Everybody that thinks they've had a shitty 2020, fucking compare it to that. God,
No.
that's
Yeah.
rough, dude. That's rough.
My 2020 has been much better than that.
Christ, that's pretty rough.
The best part is my surgeon, because my leg was a little too swollen to do any surgery. So he wanted me to wait a week. And he said, at the end of the week, we'll revisit and see if we can put you under the knife. I'm like, okay, fine. So he stabilizes it, sends me home. And then I go back the next Friday, and he's like, yep, nope, still fucked. And I'm going to Cabo next week, so you get to sit at home for 10 more days with your leg broke.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Did he at least put the bone back in place?
Kinda. He put it in a splint, and it was like a, like a fiberglass splint where like he held my middle toe and dangled my foot in the air, and he'd grab my heel and pull the heel and press on the sides where like the bone would go back against itself. And then he's like, okay, now I just need you to hold it right here.
If you guys
And
could
then
see,
it-
Brandon's doing the most violent hand motions right now. It's the hair on my
it's
fucking arm
graphic.
is standing up. Like
And he
you feel
did
my
it
scalp
twice.
tightening.
You should
Every
be-
time he put a new splint on it, he had to reset the bone.
You should be a sign language translator.
Jesus.
It'd be amazing.
How's that?
Yeah,
You
that's
that?
great.
That's pretty good.
Said something about Spencer microphone in my butthole. That was
something-
awesome.
Do you guys want to hear what Casey sounds like on the inside?
I promise you, it's a spastic colon.
Oh. Well, Christ. So anyway, well, ouch. Jesus.
the fuck, man?
Fuck. So I got a couple fun stories for you guys here. I figured this would be, I'll bounce this off you guys. I read this today. I got an email, and it's just like a generic email from Dollar Shave Club, you know. But I usually scroll right through all that shit. They've got your email address. They send you all this stuff. And like usually I just go, like, what's how to take care of your skin in the winter? I'm just like, shut the fuck up, you know. I'm like, but this one said something about, have you guys ever heard you're not supposed to take a shower during an electrical storm?
No.
I've heard that, and since I was a kid, apparently it's not a thing, but I'm terrified of taking a shower in a thunderstorm.
Okay, have you ever heard that? Anybody ever tell you?
yeah.
You have heard that?
Yeah.
Apparently, not only is it a thing, but it said, did you ever, the email started, I opened it up and there's a big story. They said, has anybody ever heard? Most people think it's an old wives' tale. Don't shower during an electrical. Now, it's got to be an electrical storm, not just just like a regular thunderstorm or something. Maybe not, but an electrical storm with lightning. Not only is it really, really dangerous, but it can run in on metal pipes, or if you a lot of times these days they have like the what is it called, PEX, or sometimes the
PVC.
PVC. So it's supposedly not conducive, but the water going through the pipe is conducive, and the lightning can come literally out of your shower head, and electrocute you.
100%. That's how I want to go out.
Or it can come up through the toilet, through the water in the toilet, if you're sitting on it.
Up your butthole?
Well,
man,
like a microphone.
Listen,
it would require splashback though.
All that maybe
the timing,
connection.
Dude,
can you imagine if you were peeing in the toilet and a lightning struck and it just exploded your dick?
Literally,
but that's all.
Just like
Nothing
a firecracker.
Else. Just the dick.
Yeah, just
the balls are still intact.
And it looks like one of those cartoon cigars that just blew up and it's just like sprayed out.
My dick. It exploded.
Cartoon cigar.
Yeah, it's all black. There's a hole.
Listen.
Your tummy's just charred.
Oh no.
Are you still peeing though?
Yeah.
Is it, I mean, it's
out
still,
of your
scientifically possible. Scientifically possible for it to travel up the
And
pee
yet,
stream.
for some reason, after that happened and your dick got blown off, there'd still be somebody that was like, yeah, but it's still not as painful as childbirth.
Dude. So listen to this. It said in the article, in 2018, 75,000 people in America filed home insurance claims for electrical damage, like being struck by lightning on their home.
Okay.
Pussies.
So I don't know what the relative, number on that is, but
Right.
75,000 people had their house struck by lightning.
That feels like a lot.
It feels like a lot, enough to where, like, if you see lightning outside, maybe don't piss. Or maybe go, I don't know.
I'll be in the shower and I'll hear thunder and I immediately need to like get out. Like
I don't think I thought
attack.
that can't be real. How would it travel in? There's all this like insulation and but the water, it can come through the water. If
Or
you're
just
washing
wear
your
your
hands,
rubber shoes.
You definitely shouldn't take precaution though, because 75,000 people really isn't that many.
That's
I mean,
right.
How
That's
many
right.
people have died from COVID?
Yeah,
and
not
half
even
the people in the fucking world won't wear masks.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Exactly.
Fuck them.
Fabric's not going to help.
Might. Fucking might.
Fucking might, bro.
Huh?
Maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's funny story number one. Well,
That's
not
enough
funny.
for me, man.
That's bizarre story
not
number one. I
dying.
have. The lightning will kill you if you're in the shower or peeing or whatever. Also, earlier this week, and this is a real thing that happened. So see what you guys think about this. So I was hanging out with my buddy Rachel Reeds, and we were at the now defunct and completely empty Joe Muggs, but we were out in front of it because it's Halloween, and it was a good people watching thing. We used to do this every fall. So there's another thing going on. We walk over to Sonic. She's like, I'm going to go get a burger or whatever. We walk across the parking lot. Sonic. The girl comes out and makes some kind of a joke about, oh man, sorry, we went to the wrong thing, or their computer got messed up, and we're like, oh, sorry. She goes, oh no, that's probably the smallest problem we've had all night. We almost had to call animal control a minute ago, and I go, what? What? Like, was there an animal around? Like a wild
Possum
animal?
they make burgers out of. Came back to life.
Yeah. We.
Fuck.
She said,
Like a pet cemetery situation.
yeah, the burgers are coming back to life. Fucking, she goes,
And then my dick exploded.
yeah, then a lightning storm came and I was drinking a cherry limeade. But so the girl goes, no. There was a guy at the drive-thru, and as we were taking his payment, a squirrel in his car tried to leap in the window and like bit the credit card machine, and we had this horrible violent squirrel was trying to attack me from his car in the window.
Was it a pet?
Listen, that was my question. I go,
Right.
How the Great Fire of '66 started.
did this guy just have a squirrel and it brought his? She goes, no. I asked him, where the hell did you get that squirrel? And he goes, I just found it an hour ago.
What?
So the guy,
It would have been a better story if he was like, I didn't even know there was one in my car.
it was almost that. The guy said he literally was driving around. This horrible savage squirrel jumped in the car, and instead of like trying to pull over, open the door, and get it out, he just took it to Sonic.
He was like, I guess I'll give it a ride.
At which point, it proceeded to attack him and the girl working the window all at once, and almost resulted in them having to call animal control.
Can you imagine if that's your superhero story?
That really happened.
I worked at a Sonic and got bit by a squirrel. Now I'm Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, and apparently he drove off. It was still in the car, just going ape
Squirrel.
shit.
I just love nuts.
Well, that's actually a superhero, by the way.
Yeah?
in
I'll
the
say
Marvel
it is.
Cinematic Universe.
Really? And that sums up exactly why I hate those fucking comic books.
And I will say, out of technically, if you want to, I know Hunter's not here to back me up, but technically, she is the most powerful being in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Is Squirrel Girl.
As she would be.
She has beaten
women's
every
rights.
superhero and every supervillain, but it's always been off panel. So like when you flip over the page, like she's standing on top of a beaten up Thanos, and she's like, "Did it?" And everyone's like, "How did you do that?" And they never show how she beats people up, but she always kills everybody.
She's just got like a nutcracker.
Yeah,
That's
They
her thing.
talked
She just
about
carries
making
it around. She drags it
No, she controls squirrels.
because she's a fucking squirrel.
And she eats nuts.
Oh, she controls squirrels.
She's like Aquaman, but
That's
for squirrels.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take that superpower.
Yeah, I guess squirrels would overpower everything.
I'll take that power.
Even the Hulk. The Hulk could the squirrels would overpower the Hulk
Yes,
because there's enough of them.
billions.
She's beaten Wolverine up.
But what if some of them were like in other states and they're on their way?
They
and
gotta, it's like one stuck in a car. It's got to bite its way out. It's
it's hard to find a train for squirrels. You know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, terrible
It's
getting
difficult.
on a plane. It's hard
Squirrels
to fly.
don't fly. I mean, like they don't, do they?
Yeah. See what this amounts to is a girl
They
that's
glide?
yeah, there's squirrels in like another state that are like, if I was there,
Yeah.
I'd show you.
You know,
I'd fuck you up.
There used to be a movie in production. It got canceled,
Yeah.
but it was a dark comedy about squirrels becoming like carnivorous.
Yeah, I know. Do you know who's going to play the main squirrel?
No.
Gary Oldman.
Yeah? That doesn't surprise me. But no, the trailer of it's like a kid in a park playing with a squirrel, and the grandma's like, "Billy, where are you?" And he turns around and he's like being eaten by squirrels, and then that's
Oh no,
that's the trailer. It was
like the birds, but
like it was birds
Yeah.
or like that Bats movie, whatever.
birds and bats.
Yeah,
and
and then
squirrels,
cats,
man. Cats.
Anaconda, basically those movies.
Snakes on a plane.
Jaws,
Yeah.
but squirrels. I thought it was going to be I thought that'd been funny as shit. Just a movie about people getting eaten by zombie squirrels. Or
It
like,
would.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
2020 is the year for that. For the record.
No
My
shit.
God. My God.
That's what we need to save this year.
Yeah. Hey,
Attack of the Killer Squirrels in December of 2020.
I don't know.
Stay tuned.
It
Yeah,
already started at Sonic.
You guys remember Murder Hornets?
Yeah, yeah.
And
We
how
don't even.
nothing came of that.
Excuse me. You just heard Brandon Hudson's story about the
I got
murder
murdered
hornet.
by.
Oh, that's
It was
true.
the Yellow
entire
Jackets.
nest.
Yeah, they are murderous.
Oh, these are big.
They're just really shitty at it.
Those real fucking angry orange ones. That's what got after me.
Yeah.
Like the nasty bastards.
Oh man.
No, dude.
That's
I also don't like Vols fans, so yeah.
dude. That's up there with me for just about the most terrifying thing, or like wasps and hornets and stuff. I can't.
Dude, they're pure fury, man.
I can't.
They're just like,
I've
fuck
gotten
you.
better about it as I get older. Like if I see one now, I can go, "Psst, get out of here. I can kind of shoo it away. But when I was younger, if I saw one, I would leave the area.
Yeah.
Like if I go outside and there were like wasps,
Dude, even bees, like fucking terrifying to me.
I'm okay with those now. I kind of figured out that they're like not out to get anybody.
Brag
Sorta.
Fucking ask McCulkin, man. My girl, come on,
Man, you're really reaching.
he's dead.
You're really reaching.
He's dead.
There's a lot of people who've not seen that movie.
Well, they shouldn't fucking be listening to this.
If you've not seen My
Skip
Girl,
ahead.
fuck off.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. He dies at the end.
No, it's like halfway through.
Whoa!
gets stung
I don't
by
think
a
I've
bee.
ever made it past. That's so sad.
Do you guys catch any good Halloween movies or anything yet? Any good series? Is this?
I'm watching. I'm a little late to the game, but we're watching Bly Manor on.
Yeah, I just finished
Netflix.
it. Finished it.
you
Liked
like
it.
the ending?
Liked it.
Please don't.
Not going to
Okay,
spoil
thank you.
anything.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
spoil anything. It's slower than Haunting on Hill House,
Yeah.
but in a good way.
I
It didn't hit me the way Hill House did.
No,
Hill House
neither.
was way scarier.
Hill House
for me.
is scarier and written. The story's better. I like to tell people Bly Manor is a creepy love story.
okay.
That makes sense.
We're like 6 episodes in, and I'm not nearly as grabbed like emotionally by these characters, and I'm not like I don't care about any of them really.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know. But it's still good.
Seems like episode 7 is where it really starts to kick in a little
Okay.
bit.
I finished Lovecraft Country, and for my money,
haven't finished
for
that
my
yet.
money, better than Bly Manor. I think.
Lovecraft Country.
Just for me, from my perspective, it was more entertaining.
Hey,
Now-
Chelsea, write that down.
It's on
Now-
HBO Max or something.
I know we've talked about this, but you guys, and I don't know how you feel about Sandler, but have you seen his Halloween movie, Hubie Halloween?
Hubie,
No.
Yes.
I was actually kind of it's not, and everyone makes fun of me. It's not a good movie.
Okay.
But if you like Happy Madison movies, it's all fan service for Happy Madison. People scream O'Doyle rules.
Oh, right on.
Hal-
Tons of cameo.
Ben Stiller comes back as Hal. It's just
Yeah,
a
I mean,
bunch
Happy
of that.
Gilmore's in my top 5
Waterboy
funny
piss
movies.
sheets.
Me too. Happy Gilmore is one of my all-time favorites.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot of that. It's just kind of.
I have a hard time with Adam Sandler.
I did too.
But I liked.
Did you see Uncut Gems?
Yeah, I loved it.
We talked about this
Loved
last
it.
week. Yeah, rad, super rad.
Very good. Fucking bummer, man. It's a huge bummer of a movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got done with that, and we're both like, well, dude, I'm depressed.
I think that's going to be the future of his career. It's going to be movies like that.
I hope
because
so.
I think his comedy movies have kind of.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
QB Halloween will probably be his last.
I think his comedy movies died in the 90s.
Well,
Yeah.
but it's still coming out.
Yeah.
He's like a character.
he did 50
you know?
First Dates, and after that, it was just.
Yep.
So what do people need to know if they're coming to check out the show and the experience on Halloween night? If they're going to drop by the Central Depot, is there?
It's a monster mash. It's a graveyard smash.
It's not. It's not going to be anything like that.
No costume contest?
No costume contest, but please wear costumes during specials, live music. Really, I mean, we're not doing anything super original or crazy, but we're trying to like limp back into having events again and getting
Yes.
people in the same room together without
Massively important.
crying
Massively important because
and,
it's got to happen some way.
It does. It does. So obviously we'll be at a limited capacity and as social distance as we can get. In a party atmosphere, but man, we just gotta rip that Band-Aid off. I think
Next year for Halloween, can we all get together and do like a group costume idea where we're either cult leaders or serial killers?
Yes. I call Charles Manson.
Bundy.
Yeah, hopefully my hair will be grown out enough
Bundy.
by then. And
I have to think about it. I don't know.
I looked at a Bundy costume last night. I was like, how can I dress like Ted
I would
Bundy?
love for you to grow out a mustache and be John Wayne Gacy.
dude, you could be the Knoxville Zoo man. You could be Thomas Husky,
What? Who's that?
Knoxville's very own serial killer.
Yeah,
Wait, I don't know about this.
Thomas Husky.
Tell about
the Zoo
He-
Man.
He killed hookers at the zoo.
What? Tell
Behind the
this
zoo.
story.
Here's how I know about it. Do you want to hear the craziest thing ever? It's not that crazy.
I wanna hear
but,
it.
But it's weird.
In my mind, it's already
It
so
goes
crazy.
into my like odd collection of girls I've dated because I'm like
It's already crazy to me. Tell
I'm
it.
on a first date with this girl years ago, and this is not a first date conversation to have, but she's fucking spilling it all, And she's
Ew.
telling me about her mom and how she does it. Her mom passed very early, and she never had a relationship. Her mom was a victim of Thomas Husky. She was a lady of the night that worked near the zoo, and
Wait.
yeah, she
Worked near the zoo.
She was a hooker, worked near the zoo, and she got offed by a serial killer.
So what was this guy? Wait, do you know about this guy, Brandon?
Why do I feel like she deserved that for some
No,
Just like,
no.
it's like, of all the bad shit's going to happen to you, it's going to happen to her. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
And I've heard things
Turning
about
tricks
I've
by the
heard-
monkey cage.
I've heard some odd things about Knoxville
Husky?
hookers.
I've never heard
Turning
of this
Tricks
guy.
by the Monkey Cage is my new album title. That's fucking amazing.
That's almost as good as Dolphin Rape Cave.
Yeah, Dolphin
Yeah.
Rape Cave is funny. That'll be the first
title.
release single off of
shit.
Turning Tricks by the Monkey Cage.
Turning Tricks by the Monkey Cage.
By my fictional band Holy Ghost Machine Gun.
Oh man. So
Yeah, Knoxville had a serial killer.
why have we never talked about this?
I don't know. We need to do an episode on it. Dude, I don't know why I just said we. You guys need to, because I'm not fucking in charge here at all. This isn't my shit.
Sure you are. Today you're in
Wouldn't it be
charge.
funny if I just, Hunter just never showed back up? If it was just me, nobody asked any questions.
I mean,
It'd be hilarious.
your voice got deeper, bro.
That'd be really funny. No, so, okay, there's got to be like a lot of people in the area that know about that, right? And certainly some of the police that were in charge of that investigation have to still be around. Let's find some of the investigators.
Cop or an investigator.
talk to people, man.
That went and investigated it.
Yeah.
So the guy's MO was he would hang out near the zoo.
He worked
he
was
worked at the zoo. He'd bring
elephant-
hookers to the zoo.
Did he clean the zoo? Is that something like that?
Well, like he had keys, and he would
Yeah.
go, "Hey, do you want to come see the river otters at
Yes.
night?" You know.
Yeah, and then he would push him into the lion's den.
No, what? No.
Yeah.
What? He would push him into the lion's den?
Yeah.
No.
No, I know how to. I don't
No,
know shit. I just know that we
no,
had a
don't
serial
make that
killer.
up because that would be way cooler than what he did. Instead,
All
he
I know
he
is
just like
that-
raped him and hit him in the head.
Did he kill him in the zoo?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I do know that the head of the zoo, when he found out, went to his office and went, "I'm never going to financially recover from this."
That was good.
Guess what, motherfuckers?
So Thomas Husky admitted killings, but he was never convicted.
What?
They couldn't find the bodies.
Let's see. Number of victims 0 to 14.
Is he still alive?
Convicted rapist nicknamed Zoo Man by local prostitutes because he liked to have sex by the Knoxville Zoo. Former zoo elephant trainer. Date of birth 1960.
Yeah.
Has all the victims' profiles, method of murder, strangulation.
You know how insane it is that
It was between 91 and 92.
he wasn't convicted, which tells me that Knox County gives zero shits about dead hookers.
He was. That's a fact.
Yeah, they were just like
my bar's surrounded by him.
They're like, I killed hookers, and they're like, yeah, great. Who
right,
hasn't?
yeah, no.
Thank God.
Yeah, just another day. So he
They
was
asked me for
sentenced to a
$1.
66-year prison term for rape.
Ah.
But in the quadruple murder trial, it was declared a mistrial on February 13th, 99.
I was about to say a really bad joke. And I'm not
Don't
gonna
do it.
No.
Save that one,
I'm
man.
not gonna do it.
Yeah. If you had to stop yourself,
I'm gonna stop
then
myself.
I know it's bad.
I'm gonna stop myself right now.
Hey, so for
that
sure,
guy-
though, fuck Thomas Husky, right? But like also...
You're on a date, so you're on a date with the daughter of one of his victims.
I don't want to say any names or anything. I
course.
feel like that's already more information that I should have given out.
Also,
but like,
you treat hookers way nicer than
That's
he
right.
did.
You're a
no,
gentleman.
this wasn't a hooker. This was her daughter. This was the hooker's daughter.
tomato.
Casey,
Whoa.
no. Casey, no.
No,
Apple
you're not
doesn't far fall
You were
from
not
the tree.
guilty
Casey,
by.
no. The apple doesn't fall
association.
far from the tree.
It does. It falls very far.
Yeah, it depends on what, especially if you're at the zoo. If it falls inside the cage.
I'll give you my father's life story later, and then we'll talk about how fucking far it falls. And he's a bastard. Hashtag daddy issues. Yeah, so I'm on this date, and I think it was our first. If not, it was like our second or third. Like, it was way too early for him to be like, by the way, my mom was a hooker and got off by a serial killer. But so
That'll be $10.
yeah, that'll be $10. Hey, fuck, man.
All I've heard is that Knoxville hookers will do anything for a bag of Taco Bell. Like, you don't even have to bring cash. Just bring that bitch a chalupa, and she'll be like, let's go behind the dumpster.
Casey! Oh my God. I don't know how you got like this.
That's way too much, man.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. You can get some.
What's weird is the
could go get
joke I
soft
had that
taco
I'm
for-
not going to say was way worse than that.
Don't.
Say it. I can edit it out. Say it. Say it.
For it. Go for it.
I'll edit it out, maybe.
Because no.
You're already towing a thin line.
That's right.
Let's fucking
That's
go
right.
for it.
Let's fucking hear it.
Here's
as
a
well.
fact. I don't want to be fucking associated with this.
Let's hear it.
Because
Because he was talking about Thomas Husky, and he was talking about hookers.
Let me
And
turn
then
your mic
another
up.
thing he got charged for with hookers was, what was it?
Rape.
Yeah, for hookers, is that more of a 5-finger discount or?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no. Oh. Okay. Straight up. I own a business in the middle of like prostitute village.
Oh, so I can ask them.
I cannot be associated with this fucking conversation.
Why?
Because if
What
one
do you
turns
think-
up dead,
Or you think they?
then now I've killed hookers.
Will's
I
laughing
think
about it
also,
on the.
I also think it's weird that you think Knoxville police listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Or anyone.
Yeah, or anyone.
Like,
Yeah.
And also,
like anybody who listens to this fucking garbage.
As you listen to that podcast, or as you read that article, you can tell that if a dead hooker turns up, the cops are like, "All right," and they sweep it under the rug and continue on with their day. Put her down by the train tracks.
They're like,
with
"Come
all
on,
the other ones.
help me get her in the gorilla cage and let's get out of here.
Yeah. God. Fucking the ghost of Thomas Husky.
Happy Halloween.
Holy shit, that turned out really well.
Jesus,
well,
man.
okay. Well, then, in an effort not to drag this out too long, this is coming out a couple days before Halloween.
Drag what? Aren't we like 2 hours
We're
into
dragging a
this
dead
bullshit
hooker
already?
out on this one.
Look, has anybody got anything else they want to add before we wrap up and give
I have a
everybody
lot to say about
I'm
hookers.
afraid to say anything.
Casey.
Right now.
I think I probably have a more of a distaste for them than the homeless.
Do you know anybody that's ever hired a hooker?
No.
I do.
Do you?
I do too. Dude, it's obviously common. You know?
Oh, well, dude, a lot of people talk about it like even like not that this is a role model or whatever, but they defended it. So one of the people that I like in the election, Joe Jorgensen, was totally like, I'm totally in favor of legalizing prostitution because it's the two oldest sex and like sex and capitalism. Which one do you have a problem with? You know? Right. And I was like, whoa, that's a little extreme. And she goes, it's like Charlie Sheen says, he doesn't pay him to come, he pays him to leave. He said a lot of people support prostitution.
That's so weird because that's what Husky didn't do.
Emotional connection. They just want to get rid of
didn't
people.
pay him at all.
You know,
He
like
Grand Theft Auto'd them.
I
He paid
do-
them and then killed them and took his money
I
back.
don't know.
I mean, I will go on the record saying that I think most things should be decriminalized.
I agree.
But just not all things, but most things, short of like murder and robbery.
Right. I do too.
For sure, 99% of illegal drugs just decriminalize.
100%.
Yeah. Certainly prostitution, sex work.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't realize that just decriminalizing something doesn't mean you have to go do it.
That's right.
And it also doesn't endorse it.
Stops us from locking people up for weed.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Or
stops
fucking
stops people going to prison.
Psilocybin mushrooms are a Schedule 1 drug, like the same as heroin.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
well, and again, not to turn this into, but I believe the reason that all those things remain illegal largely is because if you legalize them, it destroys the opioid crisis.
Yeah, of course.
And that's proven everywhere that weed has been legalized. The opioid crisis just drops out and the pharmaceutical industry suffers. Well, guess what?
It's a lot of money, man. It's a whole lot of money.
Still got time to vote, people.
Please vote. Please.
Please vote. Whoever you vote, just fucking vote.
do it.
Can we? I just want to get the voting over with, so I don't have to watch SNL's terrible cold opens anymore.
I think they're hilarious.
Oh, dude, they're
so
I want them to be
bad.
hilarious. I watched the recent one about the third debate, and like, what the fucking what's his face that plays Trump was hilarious. Baldwin was funny.
Yeah.
And his line, the material they
I
wrote
want to
from
love Carrie as Biden so much.
it's not funny.
It's not.
I think it's so funny,
I
dude.
wish it was funnier, but he's always just like, and I'm like, okay, fire Marshal Bill. I'm ready for him to come out and like go fucking crazy, and he just doesn't. It lands flat for me.
But
hate
because
that.
because
I
they
think it's really
don't
funny.
want to make fun of him too much because people won't vote for him.
Well, that and also
They don't give a fuck about Trump. Alec Baldwin can make fun of Trump. Alec Baldwin could take a shit on stage and they'd be like, haha, nailed it. And then if Jim Carrey did something, they'd be like, easy, it's Biden. We're trying to get him to win.
Good.
They definitely
No,
are slanted towards
absolutely
him.
good, but not funny.
Yeah, man, I tried to watch a couple of them. And they
The
weren't
only
terribly
thing that
funny.
made me laugh is when someone brought a laser pointer and he like jumped up on the podium.
Like a cat? It's so funny, dude. That shit is so funny.
Yeah, it was.
Man, I'm the only one here with a good sense of humor. It's lonely.
I know. We're learning to be better from
Tough
you
over here. I know.
You're teaching us to
Don't do
how
that.
to be
I'm like an 8 out of 10 hungover and can't get enough water right now.
well. And on that note,
Be like Will.
anybody who would like
Yeah,
to
take
also
Hooker
have that
Offspring
feeling,
out to dinner.
if you would like to also have that feeling on November 1st, you should spend October 31st at Central Depot with our friend Will and Brandon Hudson, listening to the musical stylings of Brandon Hudson. This is where I do this. I always do this,
It's going to be so good.
bro. If you've not seen
just can't
Hudson
help it.
perform live, you're fucked. You've got to come see him.
What are you gonna play?
He slayed
Guitar.
No, but like, what songs? Oh man, if you broke out a piano, I'd lose my mind.
No.
Dude, can you throw some fucking either Mr. Bungle or Faith No More in there, man?
because you know they're doing a live thing Halloween night.
What?
Now listen,
What?
listen.
Ow. Those
Did
are
you
my
not know about this?
eardrums.
Mr. Bungle?
Listen, for everybody listening, if you've not expanded your mental horizons to appreciate the absolute unfathomable event that is Mr. Bungle.
Look at my fucking Mike Patton haircut.
I know, dude. I know.
So stupid.
They're doing a live stream Halloween night, but don't skip going to Central Depot because it'll be able to stream it for the next 72
I'll
hours.
have it on there. I'll have it on there, and then in between set breaks and shit, we'll.
I'll
play
go
it.
fucking ape shit. Okay. Because now, also, apparently, Mr. Bungle at some point through history lost a couple band members, and now the replacement band members are Scott Ian of Anthrax and Dave Lombardo, the drummer from Slayer.
Dude, that's such a
That's
fucking
rad.
cool lineup.
So you still got Mike Patton, Trace Bronze, and all those fucking geniuses.
Yeah.
But now they've got Scott Ian and Dave Lombardo in the band
Yeah.
too.
And-
they're doing. It's called The Night They Came Home. I think. Go check out MrBungle.com. But they've been talking about it on
had
Instagram.
no
That
idea.
was going to be my Husky documentary title. Yeah.
Get out.
But
Nobody
the hookers
will
need to
notice.
make their money. They need that extra hour.
What is with you and hookers?
I don't know. I'm on a tear right now.
You hate homeless people and hookers now.
I don't hate homeless
do.
people. I just
You're
don't want them
that
to talk
guy.
to me.
Yeah.
You're that guy down there killing everybody by the fucking leopard cage.
What's up, Husky? By the leopard case. That's so specific.
I was just thinking,
like
man,
strictly the leopard.
How do you know it's a leopard cage?
I don't know. I mean, it had spots. Well, guys, we will sign off now telling everybody Happy Halloween. Please, if you don't already have plans, please come to Central Depot. Or even if you do, maybe at least factor it into your like nightly rounds. Go around, do a couple things. Come see everybody. Come see Will, who has bravely and admirably survived the COVID crisis by running a really, really cool business. One of the coolest bars, if not the coolest bar in Knoxville. And Brandon Hudson, one of the most absolutely exhilarating performers that exist anywhere, but especially in Knoxville, Tennessee.
So good.
Nobody's had any live music. Nobody's had a lot of camaraderie. This is the night to do it. We'll do it safely. Don't be afraid to come out, but please come out. See our guys. If I can get by there after I get out of work, I will definitely be there to say hi to everybody. Wish everybody happy Halloween. And
Does anybody see my dead horse? I'm not done beating it.
I'm gonna
Hookers 2020.
I'm going to edit that where it just says, I'm not done beating it, and then it says hookers.
Not done beating hookers.
Cut! Oh, my.